So this one's from Old Kenny. He pointed it out to me. Well, I saw it last night, but he brought it up that it was the one that we could cover. Um, are your friends fat? Are you fat? Do you think that there's no change in it? Do you think that medical companies are creating these magical cures to genocide you? Well, stop because you're lying to yourself. You're not being genocided. Shut up. You're just fat. And that's coming from a fat person. You're not being genocided. Stop thinking it. Change your diet. Go work out. Fix yourself.
Yeah, move around, man.
And I'm talking to myself. Anyways, let's get into it.
Calories in, calories out.
That's right. Doodle in, doodle. Wait, no, I mean, food in, doodle out. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't eat 10 Big Macs a day.
Just make sure it's food in, not doodle in.
Whoa. I
Fly-
eat the doo-doo.
Gross. Gross, bro.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Like infinite food. So you eat the food, you poo it out.
Now you're done, Fly. You're done. Jesus Christ.
What would you do if you were stuck on an island and you couldn't find food?
Not that. Still not that.
I'm gonna KYS.
I'm gonna hit that water and see about dying to a shark.
He's gonna go the rap method.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even if you're fat, remember, you can always go pick up you some W. Get that energy to get yourself getting up and getting off the couch. You need to hydrate yourself because you know what? Your veins are fucking dry. Hydrate yourself. Get that blood flowing.
Especially when you're gonna be getting in all them steps.
That's right. Hydrate.
10 to 15K a day. You're gonna need to hydrate.
Hydrate all day long.
MP13.
That's right. Code IMP13. Anyways, let's get in with Sydney. She's from what they call hell, aka Australia.
One bites the dust. Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. Just a reminder once again, for those of you who
What
don't
did I
know,
say?
50% off on my tea website, Lions Tea Exchange, for the flavors Earl Grey, New York Breakfast, and Emerald Green, because they are expiring, although tea doesn't really expire, at the end of November. I don't want to throw them out, so I would love for you guys to go and check them out. If you haven't bought tea already, go and do so, because they're very tasty. Use the code We Don't Waste. Okay, let's do the video. So, my little baby birds, fat acceptance, the thing that has dominated almost everything for the last decade or so. Whether we'd asked for it or not, which most of us haven't. Also, don't any of you judge the way that I am holding this mug. It is both heavy and hot. Ironically, all the things that fat acceptance women wish they were. Hello, cherub children, editing Sydney from the
That was a bar.
Right.
future here. I just realized that the last fat acceptance movement video that I made, I wore this exact same shirt, and it's entirely a coincidence that I did it again. I own different clothes, I promise, but
Look.
Wild.
Look, it's not a more Pegasus where it's 73 videos in a row with the same shirt, okay? You're alright.
I guess going forward, this is going to be the fat acceptance shirt, so there's that. I just wanted to acknowledge it because I thought it was funny. But this has been a movement that's been quite challenging to escape. From fat models going down runways to taking up magazine covers and billboards, the modeling industry itself has grown bigger, with plus-size models comprising of 26% of all models at major fashion week events globally as of 2025. Fat activists went so hard that the fashion industry even started making fat mannequins. As fat acceptance and body positivity blew up online, activists on TikTok created an entire intersectional hierarchy of fatness. You've heard about fat phobia, but have you heard about skinny supremacy? And yes, I traded out the tea because this is light and skinny, sort of.
And I think
I wasn't gonna say anything, but like, why the fuck did you switch drinks that quick?
That's what it
'Cause it was
is.
a
You
bit-
have to constantly uphold thinness as supremacy, even if it means you are in telling them, "Oh, you're so much better now."
Are
You're like
they-
shitting on yourself.
Hold on. So are they unaccepting that people are also skinny for other reasons? like
Well,
some people do want to be skinny. They want to put on weight and they can't.
nah. That's no, bro. Being skinny is like white supremacy, bro. What are you talking about? That's like, yeah, that don't even, that's not even a thing. Like, you don't really want to be skinny because you're just becoming skinny to go along with the patriarchy and what society says. Like, you don't really want to get yourself into a good working weight and a good healthy weight. Like, that's patriarchal shit.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's the other reason I don't do it, because I don't want to say thinness is inherently better, because that means I'm inherently worse.
And my personal favorite, the BMI scale is racist.
Especially if you're a white woman like myself, is how our participation in diet culture and the pursuit of the thin ideal is a form of racism. It's
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Racist, patriarchy, Nazism, fascism.
Bruh. It's crazy. I mean, the BMI scale does suck ass, but
Oh, it
it's-
does, 100%.
It's
But
not fucking racist. What the fuck? That's so stupid.
well, it's racist because people in Africa before they were fat. All the kings in Africa and the kings and queens, they were fat. You know what I'm saying? So they were fat, but the only reason they were fat was because they had food and everybody in their village did not.
it's upholding the white supremacist ideals.
What did I say?
It's really important
White
that we see
supremacy.
that we are
I needed a
participating
fucking bingo
in
card
this
for this video.
supremacy culture and in the body hierarchy by continuing our obsession with thinness. And so if you want to learn more about this, Google the bizarre and racist roots of the BMI.
They teach this stuff at universities, just so that you guys know,
Bizarre
in
and
case you needed
racist
another
roots,
reason to
bro.
go become a plumber. For the last number of years, fat activists have even argued that they shouldn't have to purchase an additional seat on airplanes.
So this shit just changed recently with like Spirit Airlines, JetBlue. They said, no, we're not gonna do that shit anymore.
Yep.
if they're too big for just one. As a result, airline companies like
Yep, there we go.
Southwest even offered free additional seats for plus-size passengers by allowing them to request refunds after the
That'd
fact
be the
or request
worst.
a free
Like,
extra
if I
seat
fly
upon
solo,
arriving
that's
at the
the worst
airport.
case
Fun
scenario,
fact,
like-
the air carrier
Like, I'm just trying to enjoy myself, or just like to have a comfortable ride. If you get set to a very overweight person, bro, like it's very bad.
And they're over in
The
your
ta-
section and shit, and it's like, what the fuck, bro?
They instantly take your armrest, like regardless of who gets to use it or not. And then, me being like a tall, skinny kid, I'm
You-
taking up like minimal area, and they're like fucking 4 times as fucking wide as me. It's like, okay, like I agree with they have to pay for 2 seats. I agree with that.
Yeah, I do too. And it-
Or make an actual section in the fucking airplane for people like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
put them
obviously
in the back.
airlines-
Oh wait,
yeah,
that's
well,
racist. That's
something
racist.
like that.
That's
yeah, that's
racist.
fat racist.
That's-
Yeah, if we made a special section for them, then that's racist, right? But they can use all of their regular, like you see on how fucking small airplanes are.
Yeah.
It ain't meant for a fucking fat ass person.
Have you seen that? How some airlines are planning on changing where there's gonna be a section above. So it's gonna be like you have your people down here on the below, and then there's gonna be a section that
Oh, the
there's a
super poor
section-
people.
And then there's
You
gonna be a
probably
section on
gotta-
top.
You probably got to stand the whole time.
That would suck. But bro, just like imagine that you're literally underneath somebody else. They rip a nasty ass fart. That shit is just coming down and just hitting
Oh
you in
yeah,
the mouth.
I saw that new seating design that they tried
Yeah.
to implement.
There ain't no way. I'd be like, no,
Yeah,
no, no. I'm sitting up top. Ain't no way I'm sitting underneath these asses.
You obviously
Yeah.
like since this whole fat thing is going on, it's like you know about that Uber thing with the lady, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. What's her
And
name?
she won that case.
I thought she lost
Like,
that
that-
case.
I thought she won it, and that guy got fired.
No,
I could
so
be wrong,
so
though.
he lost his job, but if I remember right, she
Yeah,
lost that.
that's so fucked, man. Like,
Dank. What was her? Dank Demas. Yeah, Dank Demas.
Is that the girl that went onto the podcast and they had to pull out a whole fucking couch for her?
yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I guess she did. What the
And-
fuck?
And then yeah. Crazy, yo. That's fat acceptance right there, 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. She shouldn't have won that case.
Mm-mm.
If you're
And
asking,
you're telling me if she got in an airplane next to you, what would happen?
I don't think
Would
there is any getting on the airplane next to her.
no.
I think she's taking the whole row. I've never been on an airplane. Do airplanes like have like arms that move up?
No.
There's
well-
armrests that, but then so like it's easier to get into your row. Like say if you're on the window seat, usually there's like 3 seats, like A, B, C, or D, E, F. So say if you're the window seat, you know, you open up the armrest, you get yourself settled, and then you can put your armrest down. But like say if you want to go up to the bathroom, that's annoying because you got to cross over the 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm
it's
saying like, do they armrests go up so you can accommodate bigger people? Like so they could have.
yeah,
like,
they can come up, but like if you don't want to, I mean, like if I'm
Yeah,
on the
like, say
aisle
if
seat,
it was you and your say if it was you and your girlfriend or something, you could open up the armrest and shit.
yeah. Well, like if you don't want to, like if like me, I always have the armrest down. Like I don't give a fuck. But I also never get a fucking middle seat because fuck that. I also don't fly on planes where it's like
but
you
I'm
can
saying
sit
just
wherever you
make-
want.
Just make them buy 2 tickets. Like,
Nah, that's racist, bro.
Yeah, that's racist.
That's racist against fat people.
No, fuck that.
That's racist.
Yeah, Access Act
What they-
may
they
actually
probably had to
consider
implement
obesity
law
a
of
disability.
weight limit for 1 seat.
What do you mean? Like, so are clothes companies racist when they have to use more fabric to make their clothes? So they charge them extra? Like they're not paying the same price for a t-shirt
Yeah, like an XXL
Or a
compared
shoe.
to a medium.
or pants or underwear or bras. They're not paying the same price as anybody for any of their clothes. So is that racist as well? Like, what are we talking
That
about?
is, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
it's like how far do you want to stretch it?
that's systematic fatism. That's right. I just made that up.
Fatism.
Because it substantially limits things, like traveling. That's gonna be a no from me there, champ. And let's not forget my own experience flying fat, where I was sat betwixt 2 very large individuals whose fat rolls were touching my body. I can still feel it now. Not great, not my favorite. And apparently that story went viral. I guess it was a, slow news week that week or something. I won't lie to you all, I have been on the internet for a minute, and I always find the stupidest things that I do are the things that go viral. Not the thought out, thoughtful things that I put into the world, the stupid stuff.
Well, that's how the
Like me
internet
getting
works.
sat on by a fat. I wrote about that experience for
Sat on
Newsweek,
by a
of
fat.
all places, for the love of God. Anyway, we have been blasted with these things and many, many more for quite a long time in an effort to promote different body types and get away from the heroin chic of the 2000s. Heroin is in. Not the, oh, I'm gonna fight a dragon. But like everything else,
Oh, I definitely thought she was talking. Okay, unless she's being sarcastic about being sarcastic. I definitely thought she meant like heroin over the, superhero variety.
that I've talked about in this series, and yes, me talking about these movements ending is a series now, the overemphasis on being terribly overweight, the normalization of being terribly overweight, is coming to an end. And it's for very similar reasons to the deaths of the LGBT movement, the gender ideology movement, the trans movement, and so on. In part, people have simply gotten sick of it, and the more people who've gotten sick of it, the more that companies have followed suit. Southwest is walking back its free seating policies, and I'm actually pretty sure that other airlines are doing exactly the same thing. Other companies have wiped their body positivity web pages and shifted away from body positivity in fashion and advertising. And would you actually look at the state of advertising?
She specifically zoomed in on her titties.
We're back to
Look at
the
that.
models and celebrity vibes of the 2000s, which were
What the hell is going on here?
She's got great genes.
quite thin. But more importantly, I don't think your average person actually wants to be fat. Like, a portion of them do, because there's some weird fetish stuff around that. But your average person does not want to be overweight. It doesn't feel good. No matter how much you tell the rest of us that you
Well, that's something I agree with too. Like me personally, like I'm technically 48 pounds over, like, you know, what's healthy or whatever, you know, like what for my weight to body or weight to height ratio.
But that's bullshit, though. fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger is obese compared, like, in scale to his BMI. Like, his BMI is bullshit.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it isn't, but like I definitely know there's a difference when I was, you know, 180 pounds versus where I'm at like 240 something right now. Not 240. What did I weigh out this morning?
You could
232.
Type into Google. You can type into Google on how tall you are and how much a normal person that tall weighs.
Yeah. And well, I mean, mine's supposed to be right around 180. That's what is considered healthy. But like I don't get sick, like, you know, like typically when you're too overweight, you get sick a lot. You have a bunch of issues.
Yeah.
I don't really have any pain issues. I don't get sick like really too often. Even with kids, like, you know, when I get sick, it's holy shit, I got sick.
I'm considered underweight. So I'm 6 feet. I'm probably like 160, give or take, a little around there.
Wow, skinny supremacist over here.
I know,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah. So
Wow,
technically,
just-
my ideal weight should be, I think, 180 or somewhere around there.
I think you're closer to like 200.
Like once,
but 200 bucks.
yeah.
Especially,
But that's
yeah.
like not as fat as muscle though. Like I can't just like. Plus, it's like, you know, if I'm walking like 5 miles a day or something like that at work, it's like that alone will keep me in shape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's another thing is like, I mean,
It's also the diet. Like, I eat like kind of shitty, but then
you
I also
eat like
have like
shit, motherfucker. I don't want to
Dude,
hear it. You
Dude,
eat like
I
shit.
have salads all the time though. Like,
Okay, you can eat a salad and then you eat Taco Bell at fucking 12 o'clock at night.
fuck yeah. Hey,
I
if
don't-
I feel great, it ain't. I don't know.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just, yeah.
My diet seems to be working because I'm still skinny.
Bro, like, so before I left Ohio, I was like probably like 160, 170. I was legit eating fucking barbecue pizza and double cheeseburgers every single day. Like, that was my diet.
Man, barbecue pizza sounds so good right now.
And I didn't gain a damn pound at all. And I was like, all right, cool. Like,
Dude, growing up, I was always skinny like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna get fat when you get older. This and that, and this and that." It never happened.
I mean, it's definitely harder to lose the weight as you get older. Like, I can't deny that. Like, you know, putting off like 35 pounds before was like, fuck, it's nothing.
Oh yeah, the older you get, the harder it is. Obviously.
Yeah. And then, you know, your collagen and everything in your body just starts to dissipate out, and makes, you know, moving around harder and shit, you know.
Mhm.
That's why you should pick up insert collagen ad here.
Right. Yeah, there's supplements for everything.
Yeah. But I mean, the one thing I can say is, like, you know, it'll help is lion's mane. Is it lion's mane?
Yeah.
Yeah, lion's mane.
mane,
Lion's mane's really good
chaga,
for your brain.
chaga, all the mushrooms. There's like a bunch of different mushrooms that are really good for you. You can just get like a mushroom blend.
They're good for your mind, good for your body.
I, for one, hate mushrooms.
Yeah, we know, Flo. We know.
Do you?
Yeah, you shit talked my spaghetti the one time I was talking. Anyways, let's get back to this video.
You love your roles.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
But right now,
Ugh.
there's a third reason, and arguably the biggest reason why all of this is taking place. Kind of hilariously, this era of body positivity and fat acceptance was reasonably short-lived, because as soon as people could achieve the bodies they truly wanted with a lot less effort than previously thought, it became clear that body positivity was always a cope. And thanks to the rise of weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy, the death of this movement has only accelerated. You know, not needing to diet or do that pesky exercise to get the bikini body of your dreams is probably quite appealing to most people. But it is really interesting to consider how much these drugs are changing the game. As many of you know, I use Ground News for my research and found on their website that even Pfizer has just purchased a company that will bring injectables to market. There's other reporting at the moment that says that these kind of drugs are being used as a quick fix. It's really interesting how most of these stories are being covered by the center, according to Ground News, given how polarizing obesity is. But if I went to any other topic, because
Nope, you're not
they
gonna
have
get
been
me,
a
Sydney.
long-time supporter
You ain't
of
gonna
this
get me
channel,
with that
but
bullshit
because
ad.
what Ground News is and what Ground News does is
I already knew that shit was coming in. Go check out Ground News. Use their what is it? There's something spotter to fucking blah 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 blah. Yeah, you ain't getting me. But yeah, the GLP-1s is fucking insane. And then, like, I saw one story saying that they're talking about working on a pill form, so you don't even have to inject this shit anymore. You just take a pill and fuck it. You ain't got to worry about, you know, losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all it does is it stops your appetite, which you gotta ask you gotta ask the question of, what is it doing to your stomach at the same time that makes it so you don't want to eat? Not only that, what is it doing to your receptors from your stomach to your brain to tell your brain to say, nah, we good, bruh. We good. We don't need nothing. What is it doing to your nervous system at the same time? How much I mean, I've never looked into it. Like, how much actual research is into what this stuff does to your body at this point? Or are we just, you know, fuck it, we're just gonna try it and see kind of situation at this point?
so needed during this time. They're subscriber funded, so your support is what keeps them going, and I want to make that really clear. So I strongly live
Sydney.
it. Influencers and celebrities who built empires on Big is Beautiful, who promoted self-love and wanted to fight fat phobia, are now posting about their size 4 glow-ups, leaving fans feeling betrayed.
Bro, there's no way that's her. Bro, if that was her,
are now posting
her
about
now.
their size 4
Holy
glow-ups,
shit.
leaving fans feeling betrayed, to put it mildly. And the comment sections on former fat influencers' videos, which were once full of pro-fat positivity, are now absolutely horrific. Now, because I have discussed the origin points of the fat acceptance / body positivity movements before, I would like to quickly reiterate some of that for those of you who don't know, but if you are interested in more information on that, I will link those videos in the description box. Fat activism started all the way back in the 60s. There was a growing backlash to the body messaging of the 40s and 50s that expected women to maintain a tiny frame, take weight loss medication, and stay in perfect shape all of the time, which is impossible. The 70s and 80s gave people extreme diet culture, like the cabbage soup diet that requires people to basically eat nothing.
I hope you're hungry.
for nothing.
Please enjoy your serving of air. Around the same time, products like Slim Fast popularized the liquid diet craze
Oh, that was
and
a
grew
huge thing.
I remember
Yeah,
Slim Fast.
That shit was probably so toxic.
It was just an
It was just
laxative.
a liquid diet. Because that was all they did. They didn't do anything. They didn't consume anything other than Slim Fast.
Yeah, it was just I think it was like take one shake in the morning, then you take 2 shakes during the day, and then you take 1 at night, and that was your entire diet. You wouldn't need anything. My mom was on it at one point in time.
Wow.
So yeah, you're gonna lose weight. It was calorie again. It always comes
Yeah.
back to calories in, calories out.
Facts.
Yeah, I was gonna say you know more about that than all of us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got this motherfucker on here, people. He's what you call a health motherfucker.
The long game. We're like 5 episodes deep. It's like that's why I got it.
weight loss programs like Weight Watchers
When we go to do fucking painting videos, I got a motherfucker for it.
and Jenny Craig were quickly gaining popularity. Eating disorders were on full display in celebrities, and it didn't sit too well with a portion of the population. This gave rise to healthy at every size and body positivity, the latter arguing that basically you should accept yourself, faults and all. And soon, the same companies who got popular and were once praised for
point.
helping
Accept
people
yourself.
lose unwanted weight were now being accused of body shaming and using toxic, unhealthy tactics. But with the rise of the internet, Tumblr, and Reddit, body positivity morphed and changed, and eventually gave way to fat acceptance and the idea that fatness is beautiful. Fast forward to the 2010s, and it's the Instagram era. Body positivity goes viral with hashtags like fat and fabulous. Brands like Dove and Aerie jump on the bandwagon, pushing real bodies and plus-size lines. But for a brief, beautiful moment,
Okay, people, let's be real. These people didn't believe in body positivity. They believed in capitalism, motherfucker!
fat activists really believed here that their message was being widely received by a wider audience. Pun not intended, but welcomed. Obese models were on magazine covers, runways, and red carpets, and activists were all chanting "fat is beautiful." And things continued on like this for some
This girl don't even look that fat. Like, she don't look fat. She, like, a little bit chubby. She got some curves to her, but she don't look fat.
And things continued
See,
on
that's
like
the
this
thing.
for some
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing
Man,
wrong with a little bit of weight on you. But, like, if it's too much, it's too much. Let's be real.
time, with micro communities gaining speed and size on TikTok, giving us some
What is that?
I ain't even gonna say nothing. You got
That's
Furbies.
fat.
You got Furbies. That's all I'm saying. You got fucking Furbies. I don't even fuck about what you care about. You got fucking Furbies.
of the most insane videos that I have shown you over the years. Discussions around fatness made their way into everything. Racism, ableism, and it was absorbed by the overall
I've never understood this. Like, I don't know.
What, the Harley Quinn hair or whatever it is?
I don't even think it's like Harley Quinn hair.
Whatever the fucking.
What's her name?
You know what I mean?
Saya.
Oh, Saya, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the Cruella DeVille.
Oh damn! I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah.
God damn. Damn. Unless you're a fucking Red Lobster, then you can never have too many cheddar biscuit rolls.
Or you're an actor. I guess you can also have never too many acting roles.
Yep, you gotta go get your dubby. Code M13 for jokes like that.
people yearn to be fit and healthy and able to run upstairs. And once again, and do not yell at me in the comments for saying this, it's just my opinion, I would argue that a lot of people who jumped on the fat acceptance bandwagon did so because it's a cope. Weight loss for so many people is incredibly challenging, and I'm not going to deny that. You know, we have very sedentary lifestyles. A lot of people do struggle to eat properly just because a lot of American food is highly addictive, has lots of additives, bad additives in it that is not good for you, that leads to rapid weight gain. So in some ways, it...
Yeah, what the fuck? How come in Europe Fruit Loops have 4 fucking things in them, and in America it has like 9,000 fucking things in it? Can I get some regular shit? Huh? Can we get some regular ass food? Can we get shit that doesn't say bionuclear fucking methodicinol fucking, you know, or, you know, you can pick up W, which has no red 40 in it and has you know, it's good for you.
Have you ever seen the video of like a German supermarket or whatever UK supermarket? And you know on how like Americans have like the Mexican food section. So it's like if you go to any of those videos and look up the American food section in a foreign country, it's literally fucking hilarious. It's like all the sugary stuff like Fruity Pebbles and this and that.
But that's just it. They have those things over there, but they don't have all the chemicals.
Their stuff is yeah, I was gonna say their shit is definitely not obviously the same.
Yeah. And that's like
it's like, bro, like why does their shit only has 4 ingredients and ours has like wouldn't you like why are we taking the long route to the same solution?
because our FDA is bullshit.
Because those main ingredients are so scarce and probably more expensive than
But it's not.
Ingredients that cost nothing.
But it's not. It's not. It's just that they want to do it the cheapest way, the most addictive way, and they keep you going.
Yeah.
Fuck the corn industry. That's what I'll say. Fuck the corn industry. Yeah, that's right. You heard me, Monsanto. Fuck you and your corn. All right.
That's a whole nother thing, Monsanto.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Fuck Monsanto. You can't. You making
The
it so.
amount of documentaries I watch about that crap.
Yeah, like you can't replant the same seed that you had. You have to go through Monsanto to get your seed fucking
Bro, the
cleaned.
Seeds that I buy, the seeds that I buy for my garden or the tomatoes or whatever they're not like clean tomatoes. They're, you know, GMO tomatoes that they sell at Home Depot.
Yeah, and not only that, they're one time. Like 99% of the time when you get those products, they're one-time growth. They don't grow more than once. It's very rare that you're going to get a plant like that from one of those stores that grows more than once. Like when I was growing peppers, I started with peppers from
peppers are hard.
Nah, in Florida.
Our peppers, well, our last batch of peppers, we only got 1 out of it. Usually we get like 4 or 5, but yeah.
When I did I got a ghost chili plant from somebody that like she grows her own shit. Like she goes straight from her own product and everything else, grows her own seeds, germinates her own shit. So I got a ghost chili fucking plant from her, and bro, I shit you not, I probably had like almost fucking out of this one plant alone, I got at least 200 to 300 fucking peppers out of this thing.
Damn.
It just kept growing. And I'm just like, I don't know what to use all these ghost chilies peppers
say,
with.
I would start pureeing it and make it into like almost like a chili.
Yeah, you could even make a salsa and sell that shit.
Well, I was making it.
Jar it up.
I was making it into hot sauce, and then like I forgot what happened. I just stopped doing it because I was making a mango ghost chili pepper sauce.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
It was pretty good. And then I just never bottled it up. I literally have the bottle sitting in my kitchen right now. They're in a box. I debate on doing it again, but mangoes are a motherfucker to grow. Them shits take years. I got a customer that I take care of, and she gives me mangoes all the time. Mangoes, fresh pineapple, fresh avocados and shit. Like, she goes, she's like, yeah, I don't eat fruits. I'm like, all right, fuck it, my kids will.
Yeah, I would fuck up all that.
Oh yeah, bro. The mangoes, I shit you not, the mangoes are like, I'd probably say like the size of my head. And I just split them shits up and just,
The best thing I remember down when I was visiting my grandma in Marco, she would always get fresh grapefruit from the deli or from the market.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So cantaloupe, all that. Yeah, any fruit down there is delicious.
the farmers markets down here slap, bro.
Yeah,
I love it.
it ain't like up here. Dude, there's been so many times where I buy like a watermelon or anything like that, and it looks perfect. You know, everything looks good on it. I come home, slice it open, boom, it's fucking like, it just tastes like fucking rot.
You gotta smell it. You gotta smell the ass end.
Mm-hmm. Smell that ass.
Yep. You gotta, like, when you buy it, that's like pineapples. You know, like this is I learned this about pineapples this year. Like, you can actually smell when a pineapple is like ripe and good, because like most people think like when you take a pineapple like off the plant, it's done, right? Well,
It's still growing. It's still doing its thing.
no, it's not. So pineapples actually stop ripening once you pull them off of the plant itself. So
Like a time consumable, like bananas almost.
like if you pull a pineapple off and it's green, it's not gonna do anything else. It's gonna stay green. It's not gonna ripen or anything else. The only way to actually get it to ripen is for you to put it in a bag, brown paper bag, put this bitch upside down inside with another fruit that is ripening, because I guess the gas that it gives off will cause a chain reaction or chemical reaction with inside the pineapple that makes the pineapple think that it's still on the plant, and then it'll continue to ripen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But like,
Science.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. But like, yeah, like on the plant, it's actually literally just being fed the nutrients. It's obviously any plant, but like the pineapple specifically, the nutrients it's being fed is what makes it ripen. So the minute you pull it off there, it stops ripening. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some dope pineapples down here too. Like there's like a red pineapple. It looks. It tastes. It, I would say like kind of like agave.
Okay.
It's got like kind of the sweetness of like agave without the tartness of the pineapple.
It is easier to jump on board a movement that co-signs laziness and makes excuses for you not looking the way that you want to look. You know, remember the whole dieting is fatphobic and fatness is genetic stuff? Me too. Me too, fam. But then there appeared seemingly an easier way out of obesity that didn't involve any massive lifestyle changes or dietary changes or doing really anything significant at all. Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, which I think I'm saying wrong, but I don't care. GLP-1 drugs, as they're known, were supposed to help diabetics, but seem to have become...
Ozempic is the one everybody knows. Mounjaro and what was the other one she said? Wegovy. Wegovy's the expensive version. Wegovy's is the brand the fucking rich motherfuckers use.
Hollywood's cheat code for weight loss. These shots suppress your appetite so hard that you forget what a cheeseburger tastes like. Suddenly, Healthy at Every Size was out, and low-rise jeans were making a comeback. Angry fat activist writers began pumping out articles expressing how...
Hey, can we bring back the low-ride jeans with the fucking whale tails all day long from the 90s?
Heroin chic was back in, and they couldn't understand why this was happening. But the change was already in motion, and rather than having to pretend that fat is beautiful and everybody enjoys being overweight, celebrities in particular could take these drugs and then lose weight with relative ease. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian were making massive changes. She downsized her famous BBL. Singer Lizzo was losing lots of weight and slimming down after promoting fat acceptance for years.
Hey, I gotta give Lizzo credit. Like, she looked amazing after all that. Like, she does.
Yeah, she only did it because people were complaining.
Oh no,
She-
I
feel
honestly,
like-
I genuinely think
No,
Liz, she did it for herself.
Yeah, she does not like fat people. Because from what I heard, like, because all of her backup dancers are fat people, and I guess like there's nightmare stories from like tours and shit on how she treats them and stuff.
Yeah, but
Something
I
like
think.
there was a situation where they were at a strip club.
Oh my god,
and-
yeah.
And yeah, there was a banana involved and some other shit.
A banana put in certain orifices and was expected to be eaten from said orifices.
Oh Jesus.
And side note, she had to caption a TikTok video recently. Reminder, you can lose weight and still not be fat phobic. Trying so hard not to lose that audience that doesn't want her to be healthy. It's sad. That's really sad. Megan
Yeah,
Trainor, a
that's what I was gonna say. Megan Trainor. If this is Megan Trainor,
musician
oh my
who previously and proudly sang about not being
Look
a
at
size
her.
2 was suddenly and definitely a size 2. Even Weight Watchers started peddling
That's
GLP-1s.
crazy.
Recently on that front as well, sports star Serena Williams, of all people, has partnered with a GLP-1
What?
weight loss company, which, you know, definitely wasn't in the bingo cards.
Why would
this year.
Serena-
She's actually been
Serena
very
looks
busy lately
amazing.
complaining about cotton, as you do.
All right, everyone, how do we feel about cotton as decoration? Personally, for me, it doesn't feel great. So actually, it feels like no polish remover cotton, natural.
So yes, the body positivity movement
What?
That's such an odd video.
Yeah.
was in fact co-opted by fat acceptance and morphed into the icky weird thing that we know it as today, which was turned into a bunch of slogans and hashtags, and then a bunch of brands jumped on board to take advantage of the momentum that they saw happening out in the world. But with these new miracle drugs, the narrative absolutely flipped. And just by the way, I don't want to get into my personal thoughts and feelings on these. I think this is another case where you as an individual have to decide for yourself if the risk is worth the reward, and nobody else can tell you if it is or isn't. Anyway, the new standard recently
Except
has
your doctor.
become pretty clear that fatness isn't something to embrace anymore. It's actually something to be fixed. And as more and more people, particularly those in positions of power, so to speak, people who have large audiences, people who have a really big reach, have gotten thinner and thinner, their audiences have not been taking this well. Remy Bader, a TikToker who built her brand on US size 16 clothing hauls, hyped up fans by telling them to just wear what they want. But she became the subject of ire after she dropped an enormous amount of weight via weight loss surgery. Not Ozempic, but still a medical intervention, so, you know, I'm gonna say that it fits. She stayed quiet about this for months, letting fans speculate, until she eventually revealed the truth on Khloe Kardashian's podcast. Her comment section was a war
Holy
zone. Fans
shit.
called her dishonest for not
There
being
ain't no
upfront,
way.
feeling like she had
GBS.
abandoned them to be skinny. That's the long and short of it. More likely so she won't die of a heart
I guess
attack
if you
at
have the money
40.
for it.
But their reasons make sense too, my guess. This experience was similar to that of fat influencer Rosie Blair, also known online as Rosie Beam, who I've discussed in previous videos. Back in January 2024, she posted about her weight loss journey, admitting to using Mounjaro,
over
which is
legs.
another one of these like injections.
Leggings.
In one post, she wrote that weight loss meant that
that
she
was
felt
weird.
like she had access to a world that she was previously missing. She liked not being concerned about the size of seating out in the world. She liked flying without feeling worried, and she liked working on her cardiovascular health
She
to achieve her
disliked
dream
the
body.
state that
Now,
was
normal, well-adjusted people would see this as a good thing. Being healthy is a good thing. Having access to the world around you is a good thing. Being able to fit in in the world around you is a good thing. But this poor woman's audience didn't see it that way. They accused her of fat phobia. They actually have said some very, very awful things to her. They accused her of being ableist and suggested that she's suggesting that fat bodies can't function. I'm pretty sure that's a direct quote. Blair responded saying that she left the body positive community because she wanted to be more than her size. The backlash eventually got so intense that some fans suggested everyone collectively unfollowing her entirely. But this has been the experience of countless former fat activists and models and celebrities and what have you. Like Mindy Kaling. I've never said that word out loud, I've only ever read it, so not sure if I'm saying it right. Probably not, but I don't care.
She has the shittiest takes of all time.
She's beyond the shittiest takes in the world.
Yeah, everything that comes out of her mouth is so fucking stupid.
She's another one of those virtue signalers that are like, yeah, I believe this just so you follow me and believe in me and be part of me. And then when I decide to what I really say behind closed doors, and if you find out, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I will never follow you again.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. These people build up these fucking facades, and then they're slaves to the people that they create.
Yep. Audience captured. 100%.
Who has been accused of using Ozempic to get skinny because she lost a ton of weight really quickly, and therefore was accused by fans of promoting fat phobia. Or in 2024, Oprah Winfrey, of all people, who stepped down from her lead role at Weight Watchers after admitting to using weight loss drugs, dropped 60 pounds, which I think is like, what, 120 kilos in the correct system of measurement? Her ABC special, Shame, Blame, and the weight loss.
Being a part of Weight Watchers, and then you're like, then you just take some other shit and then lose 60 pounds. Like, damn. What does that say about Weight Watchers?
That it's the same people that are like, yeah, I ain't on gear. I'm just naturally built. What are you talking about? I'm just naturally built. All right. Let me see your Let me see your arms and your ass. I want to see the injection marks. There ain't no injection marks. All right, what's that right there? Nothing. Get the fuck away from me. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, you're on gear, bitch. How did you go from jacked as hell and then out of nowhere you just like fucking shrivel up? Hassan.
Revolution pushed a stop shaming message while centering weight loss as empowerment. Fans here were very upset because Oprah was supposed to be their OG fat positive icon, but obviously that quickly fell apart when she found a way out of obesity. So why does
Oprah's the biggest joke in the fucking world, by the way, just so everybody knows. Remember, this is the bitch that said she wants to help people. If you know anything about her shows, everything that she ever did, you're gonna win a free car. Guess what? Most of those people were fucking gone into debt because of that shit. Because you got to pay taxes on that shit, and most of those people that were there, they could not pay taxes on all that shit that they gave them. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with Price is Right and shit.
I was about to say the Price is Right. Yo, they give them a new car. All right. The fuck? What am I supposed to do with a new car that I can't afford?
Exactly.
Yeah, most people.
I can't afford the insurance and shit.
Oh, it's like a lot of those things. Mr. Beast has even come out and said it. Like the guy that won a plane. Mr. Beast was like, all right, well, we offered the guy the plane, or we can, take the plane. We, we'll give him the money for, at a lowered rate of what he would get, and then we'll take the plane and sell it.
Crazy.
Yup. It ain't free. Huh?
I would just take the plane and sell it.
Well, you got to pay the taxes on the plane. So
before even accepting it, you would have to have insurance, like a fucking hangar.
Yeah, you'd have to have a bunch of have to have a bunch of shit already in place before you take the shit over.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's like I'm waiting for Mr. Beast to do. I'm waiting for the video of him going, we stand in the square for a Bugatti. I'm waiting for that shit. I'm
waiting
There's
for
there's a short film that's on Facebook or whatever about that.
about
Like
what?
a guy goes up to a kid and draws a white square. He's like, "I'll pay you $1,000 a day if you just."
Oh, I've
stand
seen
in the
that.
square."
Yeah, and the guy stays there until he's like dead almost.
Yep.
I think he goes.
Like the Stephen King movie that just came out, where they have to keep walking.
Oh, The Longest Walk or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, let's finish out this one.
People losing
I'm
weight.
surprised,
Why does people
Mr.
bettering
Beast hasn't
themselves?
did some
Why
shit
do
like
these
that
weight
yet.
loss drugs
Give
send
them
the
time.
dying dregs of this movement into a complete tailspin? Well, a lot of these
Yeah.
people built
probably
platforms
recording it
on
right now.
body positivity and fat acceptance, promoting an objectively terrible ideology that
This is just gross. Like I'm not even hating on like. It's just. I don't know how you could be okay like living like this.
How do you wipe your ass?
How do
Good
you
question.
wipe your front?
Yeah, that is true.
made people feel comfortable in their weight gain. Their weight loss, especially when it's quiet or framed as a health journey, feels like a middle finger to a community of people who want their own obesity reaffirmed. So it's not
Like
just
this woman's not terrible. I mean, she's definitely a little overweight, but
about
she's not-
losing
That's not as
weight.
bad as the
It's
other
about
one.
a
Yeah.
huge cultural
Yeah,
shift that's happening.
That's my thing.
One
like
that
the other
signals
one, it's
that
like,
this movement
bro, you
never
saw that shit happening. You didn't just wake up like that one day. Like,
yeah. Well, my
Yeah, what-
thyroid. You can't blame everything on a thyroid. Yes, there are people that have issues with thyroid issues. Yes, will not take it away from you. Yes, there are people that have issues with mental issues where they just keep eating and eating and eating, and then there's the same people that get
That's like depression,
gratification.
though.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, and that's all bullshit. Because I've seen people with thyroid that still go hard and still lose weight. There's a whole story. There's a whole Facebook content creator that like she has that PCOS. And she works her ass off, and she's in great shape. And she started bodybuilding competitions.
Yeah, it literally just comes down to if you want it bad enough. Like, it's not saying
You gotta put mind over matter.
saying that it's fat
Your body's gonna
phobic.
say no, but yeah.
I mean, saying it's fat phobic or it's this or that. It's just that's an excuse to get out of it. Like, unless you legitimately have like medical reasons of why you can't lose the weight, then it's just
That's really all it is laziness.
yeah.
And you can't
really
keep saying
had any
tomorrow,
legs to
tomorrow,
stand on to
tomorrow.
begin with, and is
No,
now
just
slowly falling
Start it right now.
Yep.
apart. Fat influencers leaving the movement absolutely started some time ago, and after the deaths of several well-known creators who died of obesity-related issues, the departure has only accelerated. But honestly, it's not terribly hard.
Like, bro, come on. You have literally titties, and then hip titties.
Hip titties is crazy.
But I mean, hey, she's down 94 pounds. That's fucking great.
Yeah, it is great.
That's hella great. Like, hell yeah, you're doing it, girl.
Hard to see why so many people feel abandoned
Get rid of this Diet Coke, though.
by their favorite fat influencer getting skinny and getting in shape when psychology blogs are telling them it's completely valid to feel betrayed by weight loss, by the weight loss of their favorite online people. This stuff is so not okay. And I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but it's not normal to feel this way. If anything, I think it's rooted in some deep-seated insecurity and jealousy. The sort of, if I have to look like this, so do you type of thing. Which is ironic and interesting because that, in and of itself, has become this sort of new trendy school of thought because people forget that they don't actually have to be fat. What I think a lot of people here are actually mad about is the the not so subtle reminder that if they wanted to improve, they could. Seeing someone bettering themselves, especially if they're doing it through regular channels like diet and exercise, and I guess actually to an even larger extent with these weight loss shots, because a lot of people view it as a cheat code, seeing people do these things and act like this serves as an example of all the things that this other group of people are not doing, but they could be doing if they wanted to, and it makes them feel bad. But instead of addressing the root causes of those very dysfunctional feelings and making positive changes to move through the world with better ease, instead these group of people demand that everybody else acquiesce to them and make changes in order to accommodate their hefty size. Which isn't just unrealistic, it's impossible. The bottom line is that weight loss drugs are not new. And honestly, putting efforts forward, especially in the medical community, to address obesity is also not new, and they are making strides. I think every couple years something new comes out that helps people shed a bunch of weight, and then a couple years after that we find out that it makes you grow like extra toes or whatever. I know that on a statistical level, people have
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on for, like the crazy shit to come out. I mean, that's like, you know, now you've got all this shit coming out with COVID and all that, the COVID shots and all that. It's just how long before we find out? And did these companies sign some bullshit that says that they're not held accountable for any of it? Or do you do that every single time you go pick up your medication for these, that you are literally signing something, almost literally signing something that says, yeah, that whatever happens to me, I can't sue you for it. You know?
Have been and are getting fatter, but I do think that we are going to see a big change there in coming years, because we are returning to the aesthetics of the early 2000s especially, and that doesn't really in any way, shape, or form accommodate fat acceptance and body positivity in the messed up version that we find it these days. Being hot and cute and sexy is back in, and especially as the entertainment industry and celebrity
You know, that's another thing. I like, you know, she made the comments about the 2000s. Like, I can honestly say, the 90s, there weren't a lot of fat people, like fat kids in school. For at least, you know, from what I remember, Kenny, we didn't have a lot of fat kids in school.
Yeah, it was probably like 2 or 3, but they weren't even like really like fat. They were just like big boned.
We had some fat kids in our school.
Yeah, we had a handful.
Yeah.
But still,
it definitely was not what it was.
Our class was like big in general. Like we had 200, like around 200 people in our class, and we had a handful.
Yeah, but it wasn't like what you see nowadays.
culture.
Yeah, nowadays
and
it's like, god damn, can't fucking throw a McNugget without hitting a fat kid.
Dude, I guarantee they can't do the mile and shit.
I think that was actually reduced, if I remember right. Like, because, well, actually, no, yeah, Trump brought back the, what is it, the president's physical challenge or whatever it is. He brought that back, I think, this year.
and advertising and marketing move away from fat acceptance and body positivity, we're going to see a reemergence of attractive people everywhere in the coming years. And that is just my prediction, and I could be wrong, but 60% of the time, I am right 100% of the time. Really early body positivity did have good intentions, but as with most movements, it was co-opted by insane people and weird initiatives, and that is why we are seeing it fall by the wayside. That is why we are seeing the death of fat acceptance, and honestly, I think this issue is only going to fall away further as the years progress. So in the end, I do think it's worth saying that I have so much respect for people who are trying to get in shape and lose weight. I think that's really cool. I think that is such a noble and good thing to be doing in this day and age. I think that there is no reason why you have to be fat, and if you are on a quest to get lean and healthy, that is awesome, and I genuinely wish all the best for you. But for the rest of us, I am sure this is not the last that we will hear about the dying fat acceptance movement, as it loudly and quickly falls apart. Now on that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just Airmine. Check out Ground News using the link in the description. They have been a long time support.
Alright.
Good video.
good video. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe. I'll even throw a subscribe to Sydney. She actually does put out really good content. She's also really well put together writer as well, because she used to write for a couple different publications. So she knows what she's doing. She knows that's a terrible spot to freeze on. There we go. That was just a bad yeah. But yeah, make sure like, comment, subscribe. And you know what? Like, realistically, yes, being fat is hard, and trying to deal with it is hard. But you know what? You just got to put in the work. You got to be willing to want it, and that's all it comes down to. If you're not willing to want it and change yourself and fix yourself, you're gonna stay fat. You're gonna die early. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, you're gonna either have a heart attack, a stroke, or you're gonna fall and something's not gonna break right, or you're not gonna fall right, and you're gonna lose it.
Yeah. I've been fat twice, so I know how it feels.
Shit, I'm still fat, and I still gotta work on it. Like, I was doing good, and then I went back to, saying fuck it, I ain't gotta worry about it for a minute.
My only thing that I want to do is just get into a continuous workout thing.
Motherfucker, you can
like
do that now.
One of those yeah, I know.
Get up, go. You know what, Fly?
Bro, it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. What do you want me to go do? Like 100 push-ups? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 50 miles. Like,
yeah, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10K.
Yeah, what is that? The fucking Sukuna or not Sukuna?
Saitama, and then also 100
Saitama.
squats. 100 squats.
Yep. College commercial. Oh,
This is you, Flaw, right now. This is you right now. This is directed specifically at Flaw right now.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, or maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's gonna help you in your future? All you gotta do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
Pick it up again.
Damn right, Flaw. You hear that? Pick up, get up. All right, pick up the weights like Kenny said, and put them back down. Goddamn, what are you doing?
I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink.